Tuesday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. And this is your Rose Reveal. So for Rose 1, which is the beautiful white rose, we are using the Crow Tarot. For Rose 2, which was the beautiful red rose, we are using the Gilded Tarot. For Rose 3, which is the dark pink rose, we are using the Light Seers Tarot. And for Rose 4, the pink rose, the light pink rose, we are using the Fairy Tarot. So if you are new here, I will be silent for a moment. You can dive into the energy of what deck that you desire to hear your message from, and then we'll move on. So we're going to take a minute here to take our time. Those of you who wish to move forward, the timestamp is in the comment section. All right, so today the moon is in Leo, and the energy of that is one of leadership and self-realization, trying to be attentive and responsible, keeping promises made to other people. Today is Tuesday, and it's ruled by the planet Mars. This is masculine energy. It is important to take action against tasks and physical activities and avoiding conflicts, and avoiding any kind of aggression as well. And today's colors are red and orange. So also today, you may find yourself in a position where people and actions from your past may merge and kind of bring up some old feelings. So this is a good time to kind of review that and release it and let it go. Put an end to any kind of unfinished business, put an end to any kind of BS or things that keep you blocked or keep you from moving forward, or keep you from communicating, or keep you from taking care of the important business at hand, as opposed to any type of past residual unfinished business or energy that may be lingering, and that kind of deters you from moving forward. All right, so that is that, and let's get started with our reading. So if you've chosen Rose number 1, this is your reveal. Hello guys, this is Mary Elizabeth. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. This is your white rose reveal. We are using the Crow Tarot. We are going to give it a shuffle or two, see what comes out for us, what we need to know on this day, the energies that we're working with. So we have the Page of Wands. This is some new energy that we just want to scream it to the world, right? We want to stand on top of the tallest building and the tallest tower and the tallest this and the tallest that, and really express our creative energy to the world. And the Spirit is saying, okay, no worries. There'll be a little transformation involved. There'll be a little bit of change involved. There'll be a little bit of perhaps maybe travel involved in this, you expressing your creative energy and desires. The wands are all about growth and quick movement. So this could be something that happens very quickly. So you wanting to really be vocal about this creative energy, about this change, about this movement, about this transformation, and you have the ability to do that. So the Knight of Cups is someone who is very passionate about life, right? And in a romantical situation, it would be someone who has the who loves the thought of being in love, right? Loves the thought of being in love and the romance and all of that wonderful feeling that comes with new relationships. But when it comes time to deliver promises being made, the Knight of Cups doesn't really deliver. So I don't think this is in a romantical situation. I think this is really in a creative situation, and you're going into it with love and passion and compassion and high hopes. Just don't rush into it to the point to where you lose that energy really fast. You lose that creative energy really fast. You know, sometimes we get on board with something and we're so excited about it and so gung-ho to get it done, and we really are trying to accumulate something here and get it moving, and you have that force and that drive and that passion. But if we go in like two balls to the wall, we may run into obstacles or we may burn out really easy, right? When we go in with all of that creative, exciting movement energy, right? So we have to give this time to create. We have to give this time to move, right? We have to give the energy time to move with it and around it and through it. We have to give ourselves time to acclimate to the change, and we have to give this forward movement time to maybe, you know, catch up with where we are. So don't go running into anything or rushing into anything that could have the potential of causing a setback, right? There's going to be change here, and that change is going to come from you. It's like you're going into a time of maybe moving, changing positions, changing jobs, getting a raise, moving up the ladder, physically moving somewhere else. So this is very exciting for you. Just make sure you're taking your time, you're breathing, you're letting the energy move as it should and as it would and as it could, and not rushing into something that has the potential of causing setbacks. A lot of decisions to make as well on this. So I am going to say you understand, right? You understand the consequences of moving forward in a rush. You understand what comes from this time of rebirth or renewal or change. You understand what comes from this quick movement, this creative movement, right? And so you understand that any type of movement that is too quick in this energy would cause it to cause a hiccup, cause a to-do, cause a situation that may have you going backwards and trying to fix it. And that's not what we want to do. We want to move forward. So you understand that there's a lot of decisions to make. You understand that you're looking toward the future. You understand that there could be some obstacles, but as long as we're taking our time and maneuvering through those obstacles and not just running through like a bull in a china closet, that good things do have the potential of coming. It's just really quick, fast movement. Bam, bam, bam. Dear Spirit, dear Source, dear Universe, I'm looking for a change. I want something that projects me into the future. I want something to where I can use my creative abilities. I want to move to a different place that gives me more freedom. I want to do this, da 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 da. And you're so invested in it that Spirit is like, okay, but here's a little warning. Don't rush in too quickly. Don't make promises you can't keep. Don't set yourself up for failure. Allow this energy to come in and move with it. Don't move against it. Anything else, Spirit? Look at that. We have the Nine of Cups. So I think you're well on your way to a happy, abundant, creative time here. I think that I kind of feel that this isn't the first time you've been on this road or have had this opportunity, which is why you understand that if you rush into it, that obstacles, you know, there could be obstacles in your way if you're rushing into it, if you're not, you know, reading the full contract, or if you're not, or if you don't have anything set up in the next place you're going, right? So if like you're moving and you don't have an apartment or a house and you have to stay in a hotel and there's no money coming in, there could be obstacles there, right? So this is all about focusing on what needs to be done, making decisions, what needs to be done, going with the movement, going with the energy, not against the energy, and being open and allowing things to present themselves. Yeah, take some time to go within, kind of relax, see what your next step is. Don't force anything. Just allow it to happen. Be in the present moment. Be in the present moment. Yeah, and there's going to be a little bit of juggling on your part. Also, I want to say this. Other people's responsibilities and obligations are not yours to carry. So when you're in this process of moving forward with all of this beautiful, wonderful energy, making the decisions that you need to make, coming into a time of abundance and prosperity, there's going to be a time where you'll have to go within and try to figure how I'm going to balance all this out. If it's a physical move, how am I going to balance it out with the energy, with the creative energy that's coming through? If it is if it's an emotional move, or if it's a relationship, which I don't think it is, if it is you moving to another state, if it's you climbing up the ladder, a position, starting your own business, it's good to, when you get to a resting point, to kind of take that time out and find out where things need to be balanced, right? And don't allow other people to throw their chaos onto you, right? Oh, here, fix this, or here, fix this. No, we're working on, you're working on you at the moment. You have no time to fix other people's problems. You have no time to carry other people's burdens. So in the midst of all of this wonderful energy, and in the midst of you coming into a time of your own, don't sabotage or sacrifice your happiness and abundance by taking on the responsibility of other people. This movement, this journey, it's all about you. It's all about you. And I'd like to 5, 7, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So this is happening. I'm gonna go with it and say this is happening as it should happen. Right? You may find yourself maybe defending yourself, defending what you've created for yourself. And here's what I want to say. There's no reason for you to defend yourself or defend what you've created, right? Other people do not deserve, other people don't deserve to be, what do I want to say? Other people don't deserve that energy. You know, if you find yourself having to constantly defend your actions or what you want to do or where you want to go to people who have no stake in the game, to people who are just nosy, scruffy bastards, right? You don't deserve, you don't need to defend yourself constantly against people who are always up in your business but offer nothing to you in return. So don't get your feathers ruffled. Don't stand up on, you know, the soapbox and continue to defend yourself. Get off the soapbox. You have a journey to take, and being on that soapbox is just going to waste too much time. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's be in the present moment and be happy with where we are and allow that wonderful energy to flow. So we have some cards here from the Energy Oracle. We have anxiety. So this could cause a little anxiety and a little indecision, right? Which way do I go? Where do I go? How do I do it? This. But you have a lot of you have spirit on your side, right? Archangel Raphael is the 4th chakra. It's all about opening up the heart making the decisions that you need to make for you, coming from a place of love, coming from a place of compassion and empathy for self, knowing that there are possibilities all around you. So yes, this may give you a little anxiety because it's something new, and the energy is very quick moving. And yes, it may give you, you may be indecisive about it, but here's the thing: the path to the left or right isn't set in stone. You can always change your mind. You can always change your mind. You can go down one path and get to a stopping point and go, you know what, perhaps this isn't for me, and then come back, take a little respite, get things back in order, get things back in balance, and go down the next path, right? And find what is yours, because there is nothing set in stone here. There is nothing. There's this beautiful creative energy all around you, right? And it is going to, and if you allow it to, it is going to take you on this beautiful journey of finding yourself. So have the willpower to stay the course, and don't let the anxiety or indecision or the defending yourself against other people sway you into sway your decision on what direction you go, right? There is prosperity in your future, adjacent possibilities everywhere, and prosperity. So when I said that the indecision, when I said that that path isn't set in stone, the adjacent possibilities card is right there going, it isn't. You have many opportunities out there, and if one path doesn't work out for you, you go down another path, and if that path doesn't work, then you go through another door. One door closes, another door opens. Opportunities are abound. There is no cap on opportunities. There are no cap on prosperity, as long as you have the willpower to move past the emotional obstacles that you may be putting up or putting in front of you, because this looks like a very energetic transformation, right? Fueled with fire and passion and energy. And sometimes, if we don't know how to handle that or to work with that type of energy, we have a tendency to kind of step back, and, you know, the fear comes out, the ego comes out, the uncertainty comes out, the insecurities come out, and we don't want that to happen. We want this to be a smooth ride. So when you find that you're in a place of anxiety or indecision, the Hermit says take a little break, go within, right? Have the willpower to continue moving, and then continue on your course. Yes, we have channel. You're a channel. You are a channel through which the healing energy reaches the world. And then we have vision. Trust your ability to create a vision in your soul. So if you have the vision of what it is that you desire to create. You have that vision. You know the direction that that vision is taking you. You understand that it's going to be from point A to point B. And I think you also understand that this may be a little intimidating at times. And it's that understanding that possibilities are abound. Prosperity is abound. Do a little bit of healing. Do a little bit of moving forward. Do a little bit of making decisions. Do a little bit of going within and grounding and spending time in nature. And then continue on that path. And then anytime you feel yourself swaying due to insecurities or uncertainty, gather up that strength and that willpower. Go within again. Find out where you are. Make the decisions you need to make and move forward. And don't let anxiety or uncertainty cloud this path. Okay, deck number 1, rose number 1, thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you. And until next time, know that you are divinely guided and blessed. Bye. Hello, beautiful rose number 2. Thank you so very much for allowing me to do this beautiful reading for you today. Rose number 2, the beautiful red rose, one of passion, one of fire, one of energy, one of love, devotion. See what do we have? Gilded Tarot has for you today. And I hope I'm doing this in order. And if not, well, here we are. We have a lot of cards falling out, you guys. And this is an older deck, so let's see what we got. They're not sticking together. They are falling out for a purpose. They are everywhere. All right. So we have the Ace of Swords. New ideas coming in. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Luck is on your side. So you're entering a time of well, we have learning here. We have a higher source of knowledge here. We have a time of things working out in your favor, right? The mechanics of it all coming together. So I think you have this idea of maybe starting a business or becoming a business owner, and luck is on your side, right? So the mechanics are working in your favor. The Lovers, the Star, okay, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So let's see what we have here. This feels like a wedding, a marriage, a proposal, a partnership, an opportunity. Luck is right there for you. Dreams are coming true. Things are working out. Things have been put into motion. The Hierophant is a higher level of spiritual consciousness, you know? So this really feels like there's an idea of a partnership. Or perhaps maybe you're coming from such a spiritual level that there is this journey of you being in love with you again, you finding you again, right? And it's coming from a spiritual aspect, this transformation of you going within and really finding who you are spiritually and coming back to that. And I love the mechanics of the Star and the mechanics of the Wheel of Fortune, both of those turning in your favor, right? And I just keep wanting to say time is of the essence. That's kind of what I want to continue to, that's what I'm hearing. Time is of the essence, time is of the essence, time is of the essence. The Three of Wands is fire energy. It's also traveling, going across a body of water. The Star card, the Lover's card, the Two of Cups card, all has water in it. So this kind of makes me feel as if maybe someone is coming to across a body of water to you or you to them in order to seal this proposal or wedding or arrangement. This is, and to me it kind of feels like, yeah, look at that, the World and the Queen of Cups. So God, that's really cool that we have that is really cool. So okay, so the Ace of Swords is new thoughts, new ideas, right? And you're putting these ideas into the motion. The Wheel of Fortune is like luck is on your side, things are turning in your favor. And the Hierophant is coming from a higher place of spirituality. So the student being the teacher being the student, continuing to learn, continuing to move forward in your spiritual practices, continuing to connect with the divine, learning how to connect with the divine, going deeper and deeper and deeper into spirituality. This is also being connected to ancestral ways, doing something that has always been done, right? And then we have the Lover's card, and this is two people coming together, and the Star card is dreams coming true, and the Two of Cups is this partnership, and the Three of Wands is what's the next step here? Where do we go from here? And the Queen of Cups comes at it with compassion and love and balance. And even though things may feel a little bit rocky, because we have the clouds, the dark clouds, and the Ace of Swords, and the dark clouds, and the Queen of Cups, and I kind of feel that there's a little bit of uncertainty here. And the World card is, you know, we're closing one door and another door is opening, and there's this feeling of just allowing spirit to do what it does, you know, allowing the universe to kind of, you know, the Lover's card, she has her head back, and you know, he's got his hand behind her back, and she has just given in. She has released any desire to control anything. And then we have the Star card being connected to source and spirit and emotion, and opening that third eye and listening and feeling and sensing, and as I said, being connected on a higher level to source. So this is some type, I feel, of spiritually coming together with love and compassion. And this is a transition and a transformation of a group of people. And why I say the group of people is the Hierophant with the whole ancestral, continuing ancestral ways, right? And then we have the Three of Wands moving forward, traveling across water, and the Queen of Cups coming at it from a point of compassion and balance and love and strength and success. So I really feel like there's this idea of maybe getting engaged or getting married, and we have maybe the church involved, and it's two people coming together, not only on a spiritual level, but a physical level, but a spiritual level, a high, it's like, you know, that whole twin flame or soulmate or past life person that you've been with before. This gathering, this togetherness is something that has been in the works, I feel, for quite some time, because we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Star, and those are both mechanics, and those are both like clocks, and they turn, and they work in your favor. And it's not a countdown, it's just, this has been in the works for quite some time, and it's now finally coming to fruition. And when I say in the works for quite some time, I feel like this has been, when I say quite some time, it really feels like a very long time, and not just here a long time, but past lives long time, right? Maybe you were together then and it didn't work out for some reason. Maybe you were together yet again and that didn't work out for some reason. And now is the time. Now is the time. Now things are working in your favor. That connection to source and spirit. You're connected on a spiritual level. You're connected on a physical level. You're connected on an emotional level. You're connected. Yeah, this is, so I just want to say, surrender to it. Allow yourself to go with this energy. Be open to what comes through, what comes across. You have, I feel that there's this power around you that you have acquired, that has allowed you to kind of, and I know this is going to sound weird, but allowed you to reach beyond, like this reaching through dimensional thing, to bring to you who it is that you wanted to be with, or want to be with, or desire to be with. And it's like this, you got so good at manifesting that here we are, you know. So there are some energy cards that came through, and cornucopia is all about abundance. And we have the strategy card, which is about strategizing. What's the next step? It's like the Three of Wands, right? What's next step? Where do we go from here? So journaling, writing things down, making a plan. This has been set in stone for quite some time. It's been in the works for quite some time. So even though, yes, this has divine intention, divine interaction, and has and is divinely guided, we still have to do our part in order to make it a reality. So spirit can only bring you so much of it, and then the rest of it we have to kind of go along with. And by strategizing, by making those plans, by paying attention to your dreams, by paying attention, like when you meditate, by paying attention to your dreams, what comes through during meditation or visualization, making those plans for travel if you need to, making those plans for moving if you need to. What's the next step, right? You've acquired who you've desired to acquire. This is a spiritual connection. Things are working out in your favor. It's been in the works for quite some time. So now that you have acquired this person back into your life, what's the next step? Because if it didn't work out in your past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10 lives, right? We have to do something different in this life for this to work. And it may a little bit of balance here, right? I know sometimes when we have these relationships come into our life, we want to do everything that we can to make it stick, to make it right, to make it work this time. And sometimes that means neglecting ourselves or certain other parts of our lives. And sometimes that has the potential later on down the road of causing resentment. So what I want to say is make sure that, yes, you are taking care of this relationship, but make sure you are taking care of yourself as well. That's very important. Taking care of yourself. Continue to do what makes you happy. Continue to do your hobbies. Continue to have your routine. Continue to live your life the way you have lived it. That's what's got you this far. For you to start making changes and giving up things that you've always wanted to do kind of throws the energy out of whack. Yeah. So there's also a little bit of a storm warning and deceit here. These are the last two cards I want to talk about. When we have the potential or the ability to manifest such greatness in our lives, and we have this beautiful light in our lives, sometimes darkness comes along with it. And sometimes our light shines so bright that there are people who would love nothing more than to dim that light or extinguish that light. So be very careful of the people that you allow into your circle. Be very careful of the people who try to wear masks by presenting themselves to be one way, but are completely different. And I feel that you are so connected that you and your significant other, or this other person coming into your life, you're so connected with each other, and you're so connected with the energies around you that you'll understand and you'll know, and you'll feel it. So we have travel here, and as I said, the Three of Wands is about traveling as well. She's holding a staff as well. This Three of Wands is holding the wand or the staff. It's in a boat here. There's a boat here. So I feel that for this connection to happen over here, there may be travel. I don't know if it's travel abroad. I don't know if you've met someone in a different country and you're meeting for the first time. I want to say with this, allow Spirit to guide you. Don't try to overcomplicate the situation by trying to control it. Allow Spirit to guide you. This could also have to do with a talent that you may have. And that talent may be being that connected with with spirit, with source, right? You may be also going over or traveling for, the first thing that came to my mind was a dance group, a company, where you dance or you perform, like the cruise ship kind of thing. And then there's well-being. So as I had said before, taking care of yourself, right? As you go through this transformational time, as you go through this time of change, as in the background, we have the Hermit, the Lovers, the World. We have the Star card, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So a lot of things are working in your favor here. And when that happens, we acquire a lot of energy. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Do a little bit of reflection, a little bit of soul searching, and the ascension process, the transformational process, your soul evolving to a higher level of consciousness. So when I talked about you knowing the energy, when the energy shifts, when people who don't resonate with you, or when you feel that there may be someone who desires to harm you or desires to make a shift in your life or on your path and not for the good, you're feeling this because you're coming from a higher level of consciousness, as opposed to being in a state of low vibration. You're coming from one of a very connected and high vibration. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're eating properly, drinking plenty of water, meditating, connecting, grounding, balancing, especially when you travel. A lot of different energies. So make sure you're protecting yourself, and you're guarding yourself from the negative energies of other people and other places. So rose number 2, I believe that was the red one. So there's a lot of passion going on here, a lot of traveling going on here, coming from the heart. There's a lot of love here, partnership here, traveling here, taking care of yourself, well-being. Thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. And remember that you are divinely guided and blessed. Thank you. Okay, if you have chosen rose number 3, the dark pink rose, this is your reading. We are using the Light Seers Tarot, and I hope I got these right in order. If I didn't, it's fine. It's fine. So let's see what the Light Seers Tarot has for us. Okay, the first card that jumped out was the Emperor. So there's intense masculine energy here. You stepping into this time of taking control and allowing the winds of change to move forward. So stepping into a time of taking control of this path, taking control of, and also manifesting. So manifesting, taking control of what it is you're manifesting, taking control of your life, stepping into your power, stepping into the present moment, being in the now. We have the Hermit going within, perhaps maybe a little transformation. Oh, you think so, huh? Yeah, perhaps a little transformation. All right, so you're just, okay, so this is kind of what I really feel. Sometimes we go on these soul-searching journeys and we have to really buck up to taking back our power, releasing the past, not allowing other people to navigate our energy. And sometimes stepping into that Emperor energy, you're able to do that. But if you're unable to, if you haven't worked with the Emperor energy before, or if this is you coming into a time of your own, sometimes it can be very intimidating to step out of this human having a spiritual experience and stepping into spirit having a human experience. And then when we kind of go within and we try to raise that vibration in ways that we are uncertain of, then we have this catastrophic moment, which is the Tower. And the Tower kind of shows us what it is that we're missing. Okay, so you want things to change, and you want to step into this Emperor energy, but first you have to kind of go within and see all the things that are not allowing you to be your truly genuine self, right? And these are all the things that we have to cut away. These are all the things that we have to knock away. And you're going through, it almost seems like a dark night of the soul with the Six of Cups, because this is remembering. This is perhaps maybe not only remembering, but forgiving ourselves for the things that we have allowed to get into our way in regards to our spiritual movement, right? So you're taking back control of your life. You're stepping into this Emperor energy. You're going within. You understand there has to be the shift. There has to be this change. And that Emperor energy is so strong that there is no other option but the change. And so with that, we have this melancholy moment of remembering the past and understanding that in order for the rebirth to happen, we must let the past go. We must let the past go. We must release all of that negative residual energy from the past and release it and let it go in order for us to ascend, in order for us to come from a higher level of consciousness, because there's no way you're coming from a higher level of consciousness by holding on to the baggage and bullshit from the past. That, by the way, can't be changed and or fixed, because it's already been done. It's already recorded, done, it's gone. So by holding on to it, you're not allowing yourself the space and the freedom to have that Tower moment and to have that rebirth. So between the Tower and the rebirth, there's this letting go of what doesn't serve you. Look, cards are flying everywhere. All right, hold on. Okay, so I believe it was this one and this one. Yeah, look. So we have the Eight of Swords, and this is you're causing your own drama here. You're causing your own chaos here. This is all in your head. There is no need for you to look. I know letting go is hard. I know letting go is difficult. I know letting go and releasing the past is difficult. But do you want to be a slave to your own thoughts? Do you want to continue to be where you are because you fear the past or the thoughts in your head? And that's what the rebirth is all about. That's what the Tower moment and the Six of Cups and the rebirth or the Death card is all about. This is you letting go and releasing and no longer being that slave to insecurities or to ego or to doubt or to self-loathing or to uncertainty, because there is a time of abundance and prosperity coming into your life, and all you have to do is nurture that growth. Nurture that growth and release what holds you back. My gosh, we have the Emperor, we have the Hermit, we have the Tower, we have the Death, we have the Sun. I mean, this is an amazing transformation on your part. And if you allow yourself to let go of that residual energy from the past or even past lives, then that wind of change is just going to continue to blow, and things are going to start shifting in a way that brings you this abundance and prosperity and this connection to spirit and source and this connection to people and places and things and energy that belong in your life while you're releasing that stagnant energy and that ego mind. This is you giving your life the energy that it needs to sustain and to grow and to be what you desire it to be in the Ten of Pentacles, right? The Sun is saying you have the world at your feet. You have this amazing potential here for transformation and change. And all you have to do is let go and release. Get out of your head, get into your heart. Continue to say, yes, this is what I want. I want this shift. I want this rebirth. I want this change. I want this abundance. I want this prosperity. I want to be able to give my life the energy that it needs to grow and build. And you can't do that by living in the fucking past. You can't do that by going on and on and on about what someone did to you 10 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, yesterday. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You hold on to all of that energy and you keep yourself tied up from moving forward. And what is it all about then? What does it matter then? If you're going to continue to be a slave to ego, what does the rest matter? If you're going to continue to be in your head and playing the victim game, then what does it matter? You got to get out of that headspace in order to get into a place of sustainability, prosperity, abundance, connection to source, connection to spirit, and feeding the energy to your life that it needs in order to sustain and get better and better and better and better. And that is what the Emperor energy is. These are two conflicting pictures here. You have a choice. You have a choice. So we have some wonderful cards here. We have financial constraint, and perhaps you are a slave to money. Perhaps it's all about money. Perhaps it's all about that financial constraint. Perhaps it's all about not having, you feel that you don't have the abundance and the prosperity, or you don't have what it takes in order to move through this transformation. And that again is all in your head. That again is all in your head. So we have Archangel Chamuel coming at us from the third chakra, wanting you to go out and to ground yourself and to balance yourself and know that the karmic scales of justice will be balanced as long as you, because it's all in your hands, because you are the creator here. Look, spirit can only do so much. Spirit can only do so much. This is a 50-50 relationship here, right? You tell spirit that you want this transformation and change. Spirit brings it to you. But what are you doing on your part to make it happen? Are you stepping into the Emperor energy? Are you going within to find out what needs to be changed and released? Are you going within to see what needs to be balanced? What needs to be elevated? Or are you sitting in a place of victimhood with bare cabinets saying, I can't do this on my own, I need more? Well, that more is you. That more is 50% you. I feel like I just want to get up and shake your shoulders and say, listen to what I am saying to you. If you are not putting in 50%, then why are you asking for this transition? Why are you asking for this change? Why are you asking for this rebirth? If you're going to sit in a place of victimhood, being a slave to your thoughts, then what are you doing? Why are you asking for the transformation? Why are you asking for the abundance and the prosperity to come if you're sitting from a place of ego? If you're sitting from a place of lack of, right? Pay attention to your dreams. There's messages there that will help you move forward. You got to get out of the headspace, babe. You got to get out of the headspace. Channeling, look, you're a free spirit. You know, at one time you were. At one time you were someone who was free. No judgment, all love, no conditions, even for self. And then somewhere along the way, you allowed all this shit to get in your way. And you're having a hard time releasing it. How is it that you had such an easy time accepting it and a hard time releasing it? Think about that. Think about that. An easy time and an easy time accepting the doubt, the insecurities, the uncertainty, the baggage, the feeling of lack and uncertainty, but you have a hard time releasing it. And it is what's keeping you down. It's what's keeping you back. It's what's keeping you from stepping into that 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles and the Sun energy. So go through this. Go through this tower moment. Release it, because in order for this rebirth, you have to. So thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you today, Rose, Dark Pink Rose, and deck number 3. I greatly appreciate you so very much. Know that you are divinely guided and loved. And until next time, take care of you. All right, rose number 4, light pink. If you have chosen this, we are using the Fairy Tarot today. This deck is so huge. My hands are so small. So let's see what the fairies have to say to you today. One card flew out. I love the flyers. What do we have here? The Two of Spring. Hey, a bright future manifesting through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress is being made. So you're well on your way into a great time and it's a springtime card. So perhaps you're working on something right now. And by spring, it comes to fruition and things start to really, really happen. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Now we have the Four of Winter. So the Four of Winter is the, I believe, Four of Swords. This is kind of checking out, right? Setting aside things, not rushing into anything, take a rest, take a vacation, go into meditation. Things can, look, just take a break. Things will take care of themselves while you're taking a respite here. You've put a lot of energy and a lot of hard work into trying to manifest this dream of yours. And I kind of feel that you're at a point now of maybe feeling a little bit burned out. So you're being asked to take that rest, to take a moment for you to kind of go within and make sure you are where you desire to be. You're also being guided to ask for help. And what I was talking about, burning candles at both ends or putting a lot of hard work into this job or situation, I kind of feel that it's like a self-employment thing. Taking that break, and the reason why you're being asked to take that break is because it feels like there's a burning candles at both ends here. Taking on too many responsibilities, and these may not only be yours, these may be other people's responsibilities, and that's what's causing this burnout. So if you have something in the works and you're trying to create this this business or this relationship or this partnership, try not taking on so much. Ask other people, other people for help, people that you depend on, people that you trust. Because if the burnout happens, we have a hard time going back to jumping in with both feet after the respite, right? So do what you need to do, take a break, go back to doing what you need to do, but this time ask for help, right? It doesn't mean that you're a failure. Help doesn't mean that you're a failure. Help means that you understand that what it is that you're trying to create is something huge and has the potential of being something huge in your life. And in order to make this work, in order to create what it is that you're wanting to create, you can't do it alone. You're not going to be able to do it alone. You're going to have to ask someone for help. And we have the 10 of Summer. And then it becomes fulfilling. See how that works? So you're on a project, feeling a little bit tired maybe, so you take a rest. You realize that during that respite, it's very difficult to do it on your own, and you can't do it on your own. You're going to need help. So you go to some people who you know, and you say, look, I think I've taken on a little bit more than I can handle here, and I could really use your help, your assistance. I could really use a time out. I can really use another pair of eyes. And so you ask somebody you trust, and then things become fulfilling, and you make friends, and you're around people, as like I said, people you can trust. So if you allow it to work out, if you allow someone to help, then things start working out. The Queen of Winter, strong and patient, self-sufficient and funny. Let go of people and things and thoughts that no longer serve you. Now is the time for you to focus on that career again. Now is the time for you to start moving on that career again. Now is the time for you to start putting other pieces into play. Now that you have the help that you need. The Sun card, things coming to fruition. Yeah, your plans are coming out perfectly. Look, here's the moral of this story. You don't have to do it on your own. You don't. You have many people around you who desire to help you. And there is no reason for you to do this on your own. There is no reason for you to put yourself in a moment of burnout. Don't get in your head. Don't be selfish. Don't be greedy. Don't think people are trying to take advantage of you. Don't think that if you asked for help that it means you're weak and it means you don't know what you're doing. That's far from the truth. You don't want to burn out. You don't want to put this on the back burner. You don't want to give up because there's so much work. Ask somebody for help and then move forward, right? The Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love. Love and peace and connection to source and spirit and happiness, and it's about a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual opportunities. We have a card that went flying across the room. The Five of Autumn. That's another reach out to others for assistance. So again, don't put yourself in a position to carry all of the weight and all of the burden on your own. We have two cards that talk about transformation into better times, transformation into a new chapter, right? You don't have to do this on your own. This will be successful if you swallow your pride or move away from ego and allow others to help you. You don't have to be challenged by the lack of when there are so many people who support you and want to help you. Yeah, the Chariot. Make that decision and move forward. Success comes from dedication and self-discipline. You have to be dedicated enough and disciplined enough to ask for help, or this isn't going to work out in your favor. You're going to get burned out, and then you're going to leave it behind or put it aside and forget about it. I'm going to put those back because they didn't jump. They fell. I want a jumper. There we go. All right, so we have the Dreamer, the Fool. Moving forward, taking that opportunity, taking that chance. We have the Three of Spring. Plan your next step wisely. Keep an eye on long term. Have patience. Set goals. Do more research when proceeding forward. And don't allow fear to stop you from moving forward. We talked about that. There is no worst. The worst case scenario here is you not asking for help and burning out, and then this wonderful opportunity is diminished, right? You burn out so badly that you just put it on the back burner and forget about it. This is too hard. This won't work. You're making things worse if you're getting into your head, because all roads lead to, if you ask for help, that this will be a success for you and for you to move forward. Doing more research. What's the next step? Being practical, right? Moving forward, but having respect with that moving forward. You have the potential of creating something beautiful here. The Queen of Winter and the Queen of Autumn, letting people go and creating something magical and something beautiful and something amazing. You have the potential to create a great business, or whatever it is you're creating, be it a relationship, a partnership, a business opportunity, whatever. You have the potential to create something great here. Don't allow ego to get in the way. Don't allow unfounded fears to get in the way. Don't focus on the worst case scenario. Don't do that. If you're uncertain, ask somebody for help. Go back to school, figure it out, but don't give up on it, because it has the potential of being something great for you. There's victory here. There's connection to spirit here. There's patience here, and there's also healing here. So you have, and I'm saying it again and again and again, you have this potential for greatness here. Don't sabotage yourself by getting in your head. There's many blessings coming your way. Have patience. Ask for help. Move through this transition slowly, step by step, baby steps. You go too fast, you get in your head. You go too fast, you start having fears of what's next, or how's that going to work out, or how's this going to work out. Allow spirit to help you. There's the door to spirit here. Walk through it or open it, right? There's birth here, birth of a new business, birth of a new opportunity, birth of new friendships, birth of new blessings. You healing from the past. And the answers are all around you. Have the courage to move forward. Know that you're protected. You are protected. You're going through this beautiful transformation, right? The Fool talks about going forward. This is a time of success for you, babe. It's a time of success. Don't sabotage it by being so much in your head. Don't sabotage it by thinking that asking for help is weak. It's not weak. It just shows that you understand that maybe you've taken on a little bit more than you should have. And you wanted it so bad that you didn't think that it was going to be as stressful or time consuming. So you take a little break and you make the choice. You make the choice of asking someone for help. You make the choice of allowing this journey to guide you in the right direction, the direction that's best for you. And what's best for you is to get out of your head, to have the courage to ask someone for assistance, and then stay on this path and allow the blessings to unfold before you. Listen to your intuition. You have the answers that you seek within, right? Ask for that help, but nobody can make that choice but you. Let go of the toxicity around you. Let go of that toxic thinking. Let go of that toxic fear. Let go of focusing on the worst. Be patient. You're strong, self-sufficient. You've got this. The answers are all around you. Your intuition is right there screaming them. Listen. Take a step back. Go within. Listen to spirit. Listen to source. You're very divinely guided, protected. You have the answers that you need. They're there. Get out of ego and listen. Listen. Know that you are divinely guided and loved. Thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. And until next time, take care of you. Bye.